legislation and kind of move the plan forward. Psychedelics, I think it just takes a little bit, but cannabis is the pathway to kind of get things going. Once you educate something about one and they know they're wrong, they'll know they're wrong about psychedelics, but you will, especially in certain states and certain parts out of the country, you can serve a significant amount of time, even twice as more, with less amount for these particular drugs. So just awareness. I think the governor did a fantastic job just to go back and help people get released and figure out a way just to kind of set the example like they did for cannabis, set the example like they're doing for psychedelics, having conferences here. I think it's super important, and hopefully other governors that's watching it will take and lead by example.
Thank you. Okay, so we have 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. If there are 2 or 3 questions from the audience, go for it.
Right, so I get really frustrated by this counter-argument for belief that, well, it was legal at the time you did it. Like, if we change the law and make something now it's illegal, we're not going to go back and prosecute people when they were doing it as legal, so why should we go and make something now that it's legalized? We don't do it the other way, right? So now you're asking us to do it the other way. I'm just wondering what messaging you found to be most effective, because this argument, while attractive on its face, has all these kinds of problems, but like, how do you break that down for people in like 15 seconds?
Sure, so it really just depends on the message depends on who the audience is a lot of times in the work that I do. Because the states that are implementing these policies are both red and blue and purple. And the message that I have for individuals who are in blue states often involves things around justice, fundamental fairness in the criminal legal system, those sorts of things. Utah, where I actually worked on expungement bills there, I didn't even mention those words once. What I mentioned was government tyranny. Why is the government invading my life for what is now economic activity? There's no point for that. And that was a message that really resonated. The other thing that I often bring up too is that this is a jobs issue for a lot of individuals. Especially in Utah, that was a successful thing. They wanted to have a copper mine up there and they couldn't get people to work it because they have these criminal offenses from when they were 20, 25 years old. And so I really sold that policy on expungement there, automatic record sealing, as a jobs creation mechanism, right? So there wasn't even this conversation about like, well, the conduct they did was legal at the time. All they were thinking is it's a hindrance to them moving on with their life and becoming a tax-paying citizen. I don't agree with it, but it's the messaging that we needed to do in